Sex Talk.
Hi, I'm Jenoa.
I'm Mo.
This is
The Sex Talk.
Okay, so we have a actually pretty serious topic today. If you've ever been in a relationship with someone who would stop talking to you when they were angry and just ignore you, you probably have experienced the silent treatment.
The silent treatment. And maybe you've even given the silent treatment, because I know I have, and I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, maybe you have. Did you?
And I've had it done to me. I've been on both sides of that equation, and I know from being on the receiving end that it feels like shit, because you know something's wrong and they're just not telling you, and they're silencing you out.
It's heavy.
And it's almost like they're angry with you for not agreeing with them. So it's like, and I know I've done it, so from the person that's given it, yeah, you're trying to make them feel guilty because they don't agree with you. And you're trying to be like, oh, it's this martyr that's hurting, and this is so terrible, and, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's important to have a conversation about the way we process things. So if you've had a fight with someone, but you're not able to talk about it yet, there's got to be a healthy way to say, I can't do this yet, I'm not ready, as opposed to the silence treatment, which is a whole different ballgame. The silent treatment is punishing. It's
punishing, and it's so psychologically abusive and damaging. The repercussions are really bad because it can create, we did an episode on emotional abuse, and it does fall into that category of emotional abuse, because you're basically punishing someone. You are not giving them an opportunity to understand what's happening.
It's real intense because you are shutting them out.
Right.
And it's a you're punishing them. It's
but you're leveraging power.
Because you have the power.
Because right now you have the power because they don't know what's going on.
Right.
And so they're guessing. They're walking around on eggshells. They're doing anything and everything to try to win you back. And that's what you want them to do. And so you're basically like dangling a little carrot.
Yeah, I think there's two kinds of silent treatment, though. I think when we started off this episode, I was talking about, you know, they're mad at you and they're just shutting you out because they're mad. And you're talking about the one where you don't even know what's going on. They're just not talking to you. So there's actually two types of silent treatment, I think. So, and they're both not right. I mean, both of them are manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always used to say this, you know, your silence speaks volumes.
I had an ex-girlfriend that used to say, silence is the loudest fuck you.
Right. Right.
And that's the thing, is that how we treat our partners? Do we treat our partners fuck you, or are we trying to actually meet in the middle and come to some kind of middle ground of love, care, and understanding?
Right.
So that's the question.
So one thing you had brought up was the processing issue. And yes, there are times where it's like, I don't really know what I'm angry about. I don't really know how I feel about this entire discussion, argument that we've just had, and I need to take some time. And that might mean an hour. It might mean a week.
Yeah.
But I need to take some time to myself and figure that out. And I need to let you know that.
Right.
Because otherwise, you're going to be sitting there like, what did I do? I don't even know. What is she thinking? What the hell?
Yeah.
So it's really important to let your partner know, like, I don't really know what I'm feeling. I'm not trying to shut you out. I just need to take some time to get my thoughts straight, to get my feelings straight, to get my head straight.
Right. And you know what? We're not saying that's easy to do, because when you're triggered like that and whatever's put you up to here, it's not easy to say that. It's not easy to take that step in the direction towards your person and be honest about how you feel. It's a lot easier to shut them out and protect yourself.
Yeah.
But this is the difference between relating to someone and punishing them.
Right. And so if you do have a problem with that, when you're in the moment might not be the best time to say, hey, I need to take a break. Let them know ahead of time. When you guys are out to dinner and everything is great, say, you know, sometimes when I get upset, I know I shut down. So the next time I shut down, I'm telling you in advance, it's not that I'm trying to abandon you. I'm not trying to keep you out of the loop. I'm just taking my time And when I've calmed down and I figure stuff out, I will bring it back up to you. And
go.
feel free to ask me about it. And if you're on the receiving end of a silent treatment, the best thing to do is when things are a little bit smoothed out, bring it up and say, you know, the last time we had this disagreement, you gave me the silent treatment for 3 or 4 days and it didn't feel really good. You know, what happens for you so that I know next time you shut me out for 3 or 4 days, what's really going on?
Right.
Because I can't deal with that again.
And let's be honest, people who are attracted to each other often are like opposite sides. So the person who is the silent treatmenter might be in a relationship with someone who has abandonment issues. So you guys are gonna like.
It's so true, and we all have abandonment issues. I hate this concept that someone has an abandonment issue. We all have abandonment issues. From the minute we are born, we have this caregivers, some of us, that takes care of us, but at some point we lose something that threatens our survival. It might not be our caregiver, it might not be anything, it might just be our next door neighbor, our best friend from kindergarten. At some point we learn that things are impermanent in life, so we all suffer from this fear of abandonment. And so it's really important to not let your partner feel abandoned. And if you're the person on the receiving end of it, let your partner know that that's what's happening, because the silent treatment is so psychologically damaging.
Yeah, it falls into the category of emotional abuse. And be clear about that. If you're receiving it or giving it, be clear that you're in the middle of something very unhealthy, possibly toxic kind of mix going on there. So if that's normal for you on either side, it's time to re-examine somebody's behavior, yours or theirs or both, and have a conversation about it.
And I'm not talking about the lifelong silent treatment. That's like a whole nother episode where you've decided that you don't want to be someone in someone's life, or you don't want them in your life anymore, and you get rid of them. That's a little bit different, and we'll do another episode on that. This is when you're in a relationship with someone that's ongoing, and you have a disagreement, or you find yourself angry, and you shut them out, and it's not okay.
Like maybe, for example, you guys text every day, and all day long maybe they're your person, and you're constantly texting, and then they piss you off, and you just ignore their text, you don't accept
all
their
of
calls,
a sudden,
and you have dropped off the earth for 2 days. That is the silent treatment, and it's not fair.
And you know it.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Yeah. Even just a little, hey, I'm really busy, I'll get back to you in a few days.
More honest, hey, I'm not sure how I feel about what happened yesterday. I'm taking some time to think about it. I promise to get back to you at this amount of time.
Yeah.
It's nice to
give them something to let them know that you'll be back.
You'll be back.
Yeah.
It's a kind way to be.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want to be kind to the people in our lives.
Yeah. And I understand that the silent treatment is oftentimes a way of self-protection, and you're being kind to yourself. But remember, the other person probably didn't mean to do you any harm. And if they did mean to do you harm, that's, again, refer to our episode on emotional abuse.
So, re-examine what you're doing. If you're giving the silent treatment, think about why you're doing it and how you could do it differently. If you're getting the silent treatment,
let them know.
Let them know. Like, really have a talk with your people and try to do it better. Let's do better.
Show
Let's
them this
be
episode.
better.
The silent treatment is not okay. We're not happy with it.
No, it's not good.
It's abandoning.
I think that was the sex talk.
The sex talk!
Sex Talk.